Hello Motor Rider World fans, and welcome to Paddock Talk from Friday at Mugello. Sorry it's a little bit late, but I had a function with Pole Position Travel on Friday night where they entertained their guests with a supper, and I was fortunate enough to be hosting the event, and we had an awesome auction of some awesome items. We had Riche Moodley there as one of the guest speakers, and Sean Dylan Kelly, the Moto2 American rider. So it was a great night, had a load of fun. It was brilliant. So make sure to check out Pole Position Travel if you are looking to go to a World Superbike, a MotoGP. They really do put on amazing packages where you can get yourself some of these paddock passes and get into the pits and meet the riders, be involved with some teams, get in the hospitality, have a pit box tour. Check out polepositiontravel.com. But Mugello on a Friday, first time ever at Mugello. I was at the track on Thursday, and you just walk in there and you can just feel the energy, you can feel the history, you can feel the passion of that racetrack. It's like the perfect setting for a racetrack. It's exactly what MotoGP is all about. And Thursday, I got to ride around. There's like a little single lane track that goes all the way around the track. That's for all the campers and spectators to go around. And just walking around there, I looked at the track and I was like, remember that happened there. Remember that move. And you just remember all these racing moments. And it's just such an historic place. And it's a beautiful place to watch motorcycles, as I was able to do on Friday. But Friday, heading into the track, the first big piece of news, and as I walked in the track on Friday, I saw Razlan Razli with an RNF shirt, but with no Yamaha on, and I was like, okay, I wonder why he's just wearing an RNF shirt, and I didn't even put two and two together. Next minute, 20 minutes, half an hour later, the news breaks that RNF are switching from Yamaha to Aprilia, and thought, okay, well, yeah, we go, that's done. There was the big rumors, and to be honest, I kind of expected it to happen, but MotoGP just seems to be changing from one day to another. So anyway, the news was announced. Aprilia are going satellite team with RNF. Brilliant. Now, another poop and scoop session that I'll put out soon is the riders that are going to be in that team. There is talk that it could be Alex Rins as the main rider and Savadori as kind of the second rider, which will be a test rider. That'll be a test rider within racing conditions, and this is one of the conditions from Aprilia, that they want to put Savadori in there to test parts and stuff while they're on race weekend. So one fast rider to go for wins, another one just to kind of test and develop in race conditions. The other one is Tony Arbolino could be stepping up. The thing with it is now it's Italian sponsor with you on Italian motorbikes. So they're obviously trying to go with that whole Italian theme. So let's see. But like I said, I'll do a poop or scoop on that. Darren Binder had a fantastic Friday. Went out, first session was already looking really good. First time at Mugello on the big bike, committing 354 k's an hour down the straight. Watched him on the side of the track there, and from lap one he just went full commitment over the rise. Said it was the scariest thing he's ever done. That's by far the fastest he's ever gone, 354 k's an hour on a MotoGP bike so far. And he loved it. He said he just loved going over the rise and getting all wiggly, and it was scary. The first time he went there, like, he had to hold on for dear life, and he was he got a little bit of a script, but then got it right towards that set. Got a nice slipstream, set the third fastest top speed, and his lap time was good. Straight off the bat, FP1 only just over 2 seconds off the pace, which is excellent for Darren. So he really got to grips with the track. Kind of knew he was going to do better here because it's a fast-flowing track. Let go of the brakes, none of this hard braking. That seems to be the hardest thing that he's trying to adapt to, is under that hard braking, keeping the bike settled and get the bike turned in. Anyway, then FP2 went even better. We saw for most of the session he was ahead of Brad, and he finished right up there. Was ahead of Dovi for most of the session as well, and at the end finished I think just like a second behind Fabio, who was the top Yamaha, 0.1 behind Dovi, 0.2 behind Morbidelli. So yeah, really good first day in Mugello for Darren Binder on the RNF Yamaha. Let's hope that he can improve. He's feeling good, he's looking good, he's smiling, he looks happy, looks a bit more like he's got a bit more confidence about him, talking to the team a lot better, just looking more and more like a MotoGP rider every time I get to spend a weekend with him. On Brad's side, tough day again. They've got a new aero package, so they're trying to set up the aero. Again, it's just this problem of it's either too much on the front or too much on the rear. They're just trying to find the balance of the bike to to not overstress the front, but then when they take it off the front, then it's too much on the rear, then the bike can't turn. So it's really still about, you know, just getting the numbers right and getting the balance of the bike right. So Brad did what he does so well, battled the whole session, then right at the end just stuck it in and just put in a lap, and that was it. He managed to get a lap time in. So I'm just going to open the door here for my mate. Yeah, Brad did very well. It was a fantastic, good job that he was able to get up into 7th place. That was really good. And yeah, he seems happy, just always like Brad. Even though it was a tough day, he's got a plan, he's excited. Just getting ourselves ready to go to MotoGP at Mugello. So I've got to put my seatbelt on. So yeah, looking upbeat, got a plan, got some ideas for Saturday, but those ideas for all the riders could be thrown out the window because there's a 70% chance of rain from 1 o'clock onwards today. So let's wait and see. And Sunday also, there's a good chance of rain. So that could just throw a massive spanner in the works, which I think it will. But it has been ridiculously hot. The track, it was 35 degrees on Friday. It was ridiculously hot. So sun's shining at the moment, and it's 7:30 here in the morning. Let's see if that can hang around. But I think the racing action is going to be good. I think, judging by day one, it's going to be a Ducati fest as we knew, where the Lacia Sparger on his Aprilia thrown in after he just re-signed his contract with Aprilia. And Bastianini, I think, is going to be good. I always say when Bastianini does so well on a Friday, you know that he's going to be really good on a Sunday. Bagnaia is obviously looking really good. If you're on a Ducati at Mugello, you look good. It's just how it is. But with the weather saying what it's saying, let's wait and see what happens there. So that is Paddock Talk Friday at Mugello. I will put up the Saturday one a little bit later on. Like I said, tonight I won't have a pole position guest dinner that we did. So I'll definitely make sure that's on time. And yeah, I'll keep you up to date as much as I possibly can. But for now, if you are enjoying this and you really want to get yourself to a MotoGP race, check out polepositiontravel.com and get yourself to a MotoGP race through them. But they really do cater very well for all their guests. Have the nice Friday night dinner as we did. I could even be your MC for the night, chat to a couple of the riders, get right into the paddock and see MotoGP firsthand.